One day, a little girl and a little boy were at the park with their pants pulled down. The little girl asked the little boy, "What is that?" And the little boy said, "I don't know." Then the little boy asked the little girl the same thing and she said she didn't know. So that night, the little girl asked her mom and her mom said, "That's your garage, and you must not let any big trucks go in." Meanwhile, at the little boy's house, the little boy asked his dad what it was, and his dad said, "That's your big truck, and you must not park it in any garage." The next day, the boy and the girl pulled their pants down again, but this time the girl went home with blood on her hands. Her mom screamed and asked why she had blood on her hands. The girl said, "The boy tried to put his big truck in my garage, so I pulled his two back tires off." This guy walks into the bar and sees a gorgeous blonde sitting on the bar stool all alone. So the guy sits down next to her and pulls a small box from his pocket. He opens it and there's a frog inside. The blonde says he's cute, but does he do tricks? The guy says yes, he licks girls' cats. So after talking with her for several minutes, he convinces her to come with him to his apartment. They get there and she takes all her clothes off, gets into bed, and opens her legs. The guy sets the frog right between her legs and it just sits there not moving at all. The blonde says, "Well, what's up?" The frog still does not move. So the guy leans over to the frog and says, "Alright, I'm only going to show you how to do this one more time." Once in medieval times, there was a king who was getting sort of bored after dinner one night. He decided to hold a contest of who at the court had the mightiest weapon. The first knight stood up and proclaimed that he had the mightiest weapon. He pulled down his pants and tied a 5-pound weight around it. The weapon doth rose. The crowds cheered. The woman swooned. The children waved multicolored banners. And the band played appropriate music. Another knight stood up and yelled that he had the mightiest weapon. He dropped his pants and tied a 10-pound weight to himself. The weapon doth rose. The crowds cheered. The woman swooned. The children waved multicolored banners. And the band played appropriate music. After several more knights tried to prove their superiority, the king finally spoke out. "I have the mightiest weapon of all of them." He dropped his pants and tied not a 10-pound, not a 20-pound, not ever a 30-pound, but a 40-pound weight to himself. The weapon doth rose. The crowds cheered. The women swooned. The children waved multicolored banners. And the band played "God Save the Queen."